Hello, Dr. Elmer, Advanced Neurospinal Solutions, and I'm here today to talk once again about cranial nerve 10. This is our last installment on cranial nerve 10, but particularly with its relationship to sleep. Our sleep is likely the most important recovery that we get. The next most important, next most valuable recovery we get beyond that is laughter. So we use it in therapy. Anyway, but sleep happens as a result of brainstem activity that are allowing the calming of the system and allowing it to go into a process that creates our recovery. That system is between the pons and the medulla, right in this area. There are nuclei that we don't normally talk about, which we're going to talk about next month, because next month is sleep month. We're going to talk about all kinds of different aspects of sleep, and we're going to learn about how it works, what it does, and how we can get better sleep. That's one of the most important things that I've learned as a clinician. The faster I can get my patient to sleep and to sleep in a better fashion, to get more productive sleep pattern, the faster they'll get well. So, but that all happens in this area. So imagine that it's not so much a brain thing as it is a brainstem thing. If the midbrain is running too high, it turns on the brain. Remember, we talked about that the midbrain is the stalk of the brain, and that the brain is the budding of the midbrain, and therefore it's kind of like cauliflower. It's all one. Whereas the cerebellum and the pons are all one. The pons is the stalk. It's got 8 nuclei on each side, and it creates the budding that we call the cerebellum. Well, when the brainstem is running too high, it turns that brain on in a bad way. Well, you also need to understand that this is more a parasympathetic thing, and this is more a sympathetic nervous system, fight or flight. This is the freeze and the appropriate system. At the back is the freeze system, which is calm the system down, but it calms it too much, whereas the front, the ventral part, deals with making anything which is either sympathetic or parasympathetic vasovagal more appropriate for the circumstances. So, can you imagine, can you sleep if the system is ramped up? Obviously not. So we need the ventral vagus to calm that system down. That's the reflexive system that calms it down. The frontal lobes are in charge of calming the brain down. If the brain can't overcome what the ventral vagus can't do, we will never get ahead of it. So the ventral vagus also, if you're trying to sleep and you're in a severe depressed point of view, for a depressed system, you either won't sleep or your sleep will not be quality. That's the question I always ask, and you're going to learn a lot about this next month. The question I always ask about sleep isn't, are you sleeping, how long? It's, when you wake up, do you feel full of youth, health and vitality and ready to meet the day, or are you dragging your tired old bones out of bed? If you're dragging your tired old bones out of bed, even if you're sleeping 12 hours, your sleeping stinks. So that's why we're going to spend some time with it next time. So look forward to next month, but don't forget to ask the questions. Cranial nerve 10 is a huge factor in everything that we do here in this office. But ask us questions and we'll get them answered for you, either on video or we'll type a response. Usually I've been trying to do a video because you guys are coming up with some really cool solutions that, or questions that bring solutions that I think are helpful to everybody. Dr. Elmer, Advanced Neurospinal Solutions, we're here when you're ready to take your life back. Thank you.